Shalom, shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Hashem Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS to rule and teach well in the scriptures. And salutations to all Yahakim out there doing his work in truth and faith and sincerity. Today we have some urgent news about a mandatory quarantine lockdown in all of United States. And this is the reason why 1 million troops have been deployed on U.S. soil. And so I got some information from the USA Today. And basically what they're going to do is they're going to shut the whole country down indefinitely for 2 weeks. And while they're shutting this country down for 2 weeks, they're demanding that all U.S. citizens remain in their homes of the quarantine while this quarantine mandate is, is being enforced. And, everybody understands and knows that basically this is martial law, okay? Regardless of if anybody thinks otherwise. Martial law is martial law regardless of what they say about it, regardless of what they think about it. This is, in fact, martial law. And so you have to understand that we're in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. And Yahweh has allowed this to happen for the coming of the Lord, because it's been prophesied, okay? It's in, the books that you have laying around your home, the Bible and various versions of it. Getting back to this particular post in USA Today, okay, this is coming from Facebook, but it's actually from USA Today. A recent viral post on Facebook claims that the President of the United States would enact a mandatory quarantine using a law called the Stafford Act. The President will evoke what is called the Stafford Act. The President will order a 2-week mandatory quarantine for the nation. Morgan also started that the information came from sources in the military. The post has been shared more than 400 times. USA Today reached out to Morgan about her post, but she did not respond to multiple messages. Okay, then I'm skipping a few, okay, have echoed the rumor. The claims in the message are not true. President Donald Trump already used the Stafford Act to declare a national emergency on March 13th. Before the viral post was made, more importantly, the Stafford Act does not allow the federal government to impose mandatory quarantine, which that's a lie. Okay, whatever is going on, you're going to have the military, National Guard, the weekend warriors, other various segments of the army to enforce this mandatory quarantine. And so one of the quarantines, the symptoms that they are looking for is common cold symptoms or something. Okay, this Salakia. The Stafford Act of the Federal Emergency Powers. On March 13th, Trump declared a national emergency under the 1988 Stafford Disaster Relief and Emergency Assistance Act. Under the Stafford Act, about $40 billion from the Federal Emergency Management Agency can be used by the federal government to fight coronavirus pandemic. The declaration of emergency also allows the federal government to waive certain regulations on healthcare providers so that resources can be deployed faster. This power is again derived from the Stafford Act, which is enacted by Congress to ensure that the United States would have a way of signaling for aid from the federal government in time of crisis. Basically, they're using wicked decrees and wicked laws for this particular deal, okay, that they're going to impose and enforce. The Lord is merciful, okay, but what are the 2/3 doing? They're not utilizing the mercy that was given to them from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, okay? Okay, let me start out with, we're going to go to the book of Psalms, chapter 36, verse. Salakia. Okay, this is a song of David. We'll start at the top. Unto thee will I cry, O Lord, my rock. Be not silent to me, lest if thou be silent to me, I become like them that go down into the pit. Who goes down into the pit? The wicked. Okay? You have to understand that these are wicked devices, okay, from Satan, okay, which is enacted on earth as an embodiment, which is Esau, the so-called white man. Okay, he holds a sword, he holds the power, and you can see what Esau Edom's doing with his power. He's not utilizing his power wisely, and he's not doing it in righteousness. And so hear the voice of my supplication when I cry unto thee. So the men of the Lord have to be like in the same spirit as all the ancient prophets, okay, in righteousness. All right. Draw me not away with the wicked. The wicked's going to be drawn away. How's the wicked going to be drawn away? When this actually happens, okay, Lord willing, things are speeding up more rapidly. When this actually happens, the Lord is going to basically begin judgment, i.e. Jacob's trouble. Okay? The wicked is going to be taken away by the sword, famine, pestilence, concentration camps, then put to death. The Lord has many devices for judgment. And so, if you knew Akim, are new to the faith and new to the truth, you must repent. Okay? The time is not at hand. The time is already here. All right? This is the beginning stages of the Lord's judgment. And there's a lot more coming down the pipeline. Okay? So, let's go to Revelation chapter 9, verse 4. Okay, this is what mercies are coming from Yahweh Yahushua. Okay, these are the mercies that are coming from Yahweh Yahushua to the elect. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 9, verse 4, and it reads, "And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men have not the seal of Yahweh on their foreheads." Okay, so that's going to, the ones that don't have the Tawah, the mark of exemption from the Lord, will be destroyed. And so that's not talking about the other heathens. Okay? That's talking about our people. And that wasn't the scripture I was looking for, so Salaki on that. But it had to be brought out. That's the one I'm looking for. This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 6. Okay? Now, for the ones that say that the Lord is going to, the Lord loves everybody and the Lord's going to save everybody, we got another thing coming, because the scriptures say something totally different than what your church pastor's preaching. This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 6. And this is what the Lord's going to do. This is what Yahweh, which is the one the world ignorantly calls God, and this is his sanction. He's going to dispatch the angels to destroy the wicked. Okay? Not just the wicked of the other nations, but this is going mainly to our people. Okay? And any heathen that comes near with that kind of intention towards the men of the Lord, I don't even want to think about what's going to happen to those men that devise evil against men of the Lord. There's no, I couldn't conjure up a thought process of what's going to happen to these people. Okay? Going back in Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 6, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women, come not near any man whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they that begin at the ancient men which were before the house. So you have to understand that the war is the mark of exemption. Okay? This is, we're prisoners of hope here. Okay? We're prisoners of hope to our power, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay? That he will deliver us, that he will save us. Okay? Through these perilous times. All right? You know what? Let's get that. We are to be prisoners of hope. What do we hope for? We hope for salvation. We hope for deliverance. We hope for a kingdom. The kingdom of the Lord. Okay? Where righteousness dwell. This is what we hope for. This is what we're motivated by. Okay? We're motivated that the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is to be done on earth as it is in heaven. Okay? So, let's get that script. Let's get Zechariah chapter 9, verse 12. Okay? And it reads, turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even the day do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raise up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece. Greece. Check it out. Thy sons, O Greece. Okay, the ancient Grecians are Japhetic. They're Japhet in the Bible. Those are the ones that started the Grecian Empire. The modern day Grecians, it doesn't fully give a full explanation as to how Esau Edom got in there, but he swindled his way into that culture and that lifestyle through Alexander the Great. And he pushed all the Japhetic people out of Greece, through various ways, war, killing. He pushed the Grecians out of that land into the islands. Okay? So these are the original Grecians. All right? But the Lord is not talking about those original Grecians. The Lord is talking about the modern day Grecians. Who is Esau Edom? Because they identify as the ones that come from Greece. Okay? Which is not their true identity, because you can't go and take a land that was given from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and expect to be those people. You can't pick up an identity that is not your own. And Esau Edom's been doing that all throughout the earth. Okay? Back at 13. When I have bent Judah for me, that's all you Negroes, okay? You Haitians, you West Indians, you West Africans, okay? You confusion of face that are living out there in Sicily, all right? A lot of you guys are Judah, believe it or not. Filled the bow with Ephraim. You Puerto Ricans, okay, wherever you may be, you Northern Kingdom, you Dominicans, okay, you Mexicans, you Cubans, Argentinians, Chileans, okay, you North American Indians, you Seminole Indians, you are from Ephraim, okay? You are, which the Bible, Yahweh calls Ephraim, and is synonymous with not just the tribe of Ephraim, but the whole northern kingdom. Okay? All you Latino tribes that are out there, all you Latino people are considered the northern kingdom, are the northern kingdom according to Yahweh, according to Yahweh Shah. You're the northern kingdom. Okay? So, turn unto you, have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raise up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons of Greece, Esau Edom, and made thee as a sword of a mighty man. So this is what's going to happen, starting with the elect. Okay, even though that you're going to have these race wars and these riots that are going to happen out there in the street, okay, be not dismayed. The Lord is going to endow the elect, the 144,000, with spiritual powers. And so I'll close out right there, giving our praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakar Kadash, okay, to the men that are worthy of double honors, okay? The elder apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Aramlab, Elder Rakah, uh, um, Apostle Aramlab, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakar, Apostle Tahar, okay? And the elders in New York, Dallas, Chicago, LA, okay? To you I say shalom. And shalom to the men that are pushing this truth in faith and in all sincerity, uh, giving the body as a living sacrifice to the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Shalom.